and welcome back to another video from HSTV, and in today's video I am going to be reviewing Wondershare's PDFelement application, which is a PDF reader and note-taking app. Now thank you so much to Wondershare for sponsoring this video, and without further ado, let's get on to the review. But before that, I should point out that I'm going to be demoing everything on Samsung's Tab S7 Plus, which you guys love on this channel, but as well as that, I'm going to be showing you guys the Windows PC version as well. So stay tuned for all the demos and my review of the app and see if this is something for you. So let's get on to it. Now, the great thing is that no matter what device you have, whether you are on Apple iOS or you have Android Google Play Store or Windows PC or Mac or whatever you have, this app is available and you can download it for free. There is in-app subscriptions, so you can gain access to all the features, which I will show you all so that you can decide if you want to buy this as well. But I just thought I'd put it out there that please don't think that this is only limited to Samsung and Windows devices. Alright, so you can see here on my Tab S7 Plus that I have downloaded PDFelement, and when I open it up, because this is not the first time I'm opening it, I had to first configure which folder I want to save my things in and which folder I want to scan PDFs from. So the folder that I chose was just downloads, and that was just my default option, and in that folder you can see that any PDF that I had downloaded has now come up and I can choose what I want to edit. Now going further, you can see up here in the top left hand corner that there's options to log in. You can look at your recent documents, you can look at favorites, you can open a document from a different folder, merge documents, you can also transfer through Wi-Fi, and there's a ton of other settings that you can go and look into. Alright, so let's take a look at this medicine and surgery textbook, and you can see that this is kind of how it opens up, and it's quite nice. You know, I think this is what I would expect from any other PDF reader app as well. Quite nice and clear. It's done, you know, the basic job. But really from here, I'm going to try and see what tools I have available and, you know, what kind of things I can do with this PDF and see if this app stands out. So if I just tap on my screen, you can see there's a few options that come up, and the first one up here is the save option. The second one is quite cool because it's like a contents page that opens up, and you can see here that these are the different chapters of this textbook. So if I want to go to cardiovascular system, it will take me to cardiovascular system, as you can see right here. Now other options that we have is a search tool. So if I want to search for I don't know, chest pain, like this, and if I search for that, you can see that every time chest pain has come up, it will show me it. So you can see here there's 33 results, and you know, I can click maybe this one and it will show me that this is where that word came up. Now we actually have a few more options available to us up here in the top right hand corner. First of all, we can save as. So if I want to save this document in a different folder from the one that I opened it up from, that's possible to do. Now the other thing that we can see is this page option, where we can see an overview of all of the pages in our document, which is quite nice to have, and I can go and navigate to whichever page quite easily. Now the other cool thing that we can do is this thing in read mode. Now there's actually 4 read modes, and right now we're on the vertical continuity mode. Now the other option is vertical singular. Now vertical singular will essentially lock it on the next page, if that makes sense. So if I scroll, it's going to lock to the bottom of that. Now if I scroll again, it's locked there. It's locking there again and locking there again. Okay, now the other read-only options that we have is a horizontal continuity. So you can see here that we can see, you know, all the pages in a horizontal view now. And the last option that we have is horizontal singular, and you can see here that we have everything kind of as single pages, but we navigate through them in a horizontal fashion. Alright, so let me show you some of the tools that we have available to us. So over here in the bottom right hand corner, you can see we have this circle with a little pen on it, and then we have a toolbar that opens up. Now before I show you any of these tools, I want to highlight that these are all free. So I am not logged into my paid account right now, and these are features you can try out on your phone right now. So I think that's a brilliant thing. This app has so much potential. Now let's take a look at the first tool here, which is symbolized by a T. Now, although that might seem like text, it's not about typing actually. This is more about highlighting, and that's very important in a PDF reader app. So the first one here, you can see if we long press it, we can choose a color. Switch it back to just default yellow, and this is to highlight. Very simply, we are just highlighting things just like that. Now the next option that we have is to underline, and you can underline things like that. Another option to actually cross something out if that's something you want to do. And another one to do a squiggly line, and the last one, which I think is quite nice, is to actually highlight things, but in like a box, if that makes sense. So if I want to highlight all of this, then I'll put a box around it. Now the next feature, which is symbolized by this little page, is a Wondershare ID feature. So that's something that I will show you guys, but it's a paid feature, so unfortunately not free. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, so let's move on to the classical pen feature then, and here, not a lot of options to choose from, so maybe this is something that the app could work on, but really you have a few colors to choose from. Again, not a brilliant color palette, but it does the job. You've got your classic primary colors there, so it's all good, and you can choose the thickness, and you can choose the transparency, so I guess there's a few options there. Now the actual writing itself, it's quite nice, quite smooth, not laggy at all, and I think it works quite nicely. Now there's one feature in this app that I've not seen on any other PDF reader app yet, and that's something I want to show you guys. So one of the things that you can do over here is actually save like signatures. So this option right here, when you click it, it's called it's giving you a tip here, and it says you do not create any customized pencil sample yet. Do you want to create it now? And I'm going to click yes to this for now. And over here, say I want to insert something like HSTV, okay? Just as a basic example, okay? Now here I'm going to click the tick, and now whenever I click this, it's going to, when I tap somewhere, in that place, it's going to put in the signature. If I tap here, it's quite big, but like you can see that it puts in HSTV like that. Alright, moving swiftly on to the next feature we have is this shape feature, and over here we have our classical square, we have a circle, we have a straight line, we have an arrow. Alright, let's move to the next feature then, which is this little text boxy comment sign. So when I click on this, I can actually add comments throughout my PDF. So for example, so first of all, there's a few options that I can choose from for the symbol. So if I want to make a comment about something being correct, I might just choose this tick, and when I have this tick, I'm going to click the tick here. Tick, it's all about ticks now, isn't it? And when I'm choosing this, I can just maybe like put a tick here, and maybe label this as correct, for example, okay? Now when I have that there, you've got this thing here, okay? So I'm gonna click tick, I'm off it now, and this time when I click on this, I have a few options. First of all, I can move it around wherever I want, okay? Let's say I want it there. Now I have a few options to either copy, delete, copy the text, etc., but I want to open it and see what I wrote there. That's what I wrote, and that's great. Okay. Alright, moving into the next feature is this stamp. Now this time we have a few stamps to choose from, and they've just got a few default kind of ones, such as approved, final, initial here for comment, etc. Ticks and crosses, right? So these are quite handy for, again, quite repetitive work if you want. So again, with approved, I don't know if I want to put an approved there, so sorry, just click on that and we have an approved, another approved, okay? So stamps like that, quite nice, quite handy, I think, and we can actually make these bigger, smaller, and actually move them around as well. Alright, so just going back to the home page here, I'm going to show you guys where you go to log in. So up here at the top, you can see this option for logging in. Now you can sign up, or with me at least, I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in here and then come back to show you guys the paid features. Alright guys, so I have now logged in. Now this is the paid version of the app, and this is where things get pretty serious. Like up till now, yeah, there was a few quite unique features, and you know, for the ordinary person out there, you know, that's enough. But if you're really wanting to make the most out of this app, let me show you, and let's go back to what this little page feature was about. Now, the first thing that you might have noticed is that here it's kind of put the text into blocks. So let's see what happens when I click on one of these boxes. I am able to change like pretty much everything about this and make this PDF mine. I can go ahead and change the font, and you know, I have so many font options, by the way. So let's go ahead and change font to I don't know, like this. Okay, that looks pretty horrendous. Let's do this. Okay, I've now changed the font. Fantastic. Okay, I want to change the color of this now, so let's go into color, change all this to blue. Great. And let's just go up here for a second, and for this I want to actually make all of this bold and italic. Now, that is something that I can't do on most apps. So this is fantastic. This is so amazing. Like, I can't imagine that you would have this much potential on an app, on tablet. Really fantastic to see here. And you know, here we have so many options. We can copy this text, and we can put it somewhere else. We can actually get rid of it as well. So I mean, that's pretty cool. We've just gotten rid of that text. And of course, you know, if you didn't want to get rid of it, I don't know where the undo button has gone, but that would have been nice in case I accidentally delete something. But yeah, I mean, again, like, really, this is next level stuff that I didn't really imagine from an app like this, which has so many free features, right? Alright, so that's the tablet version done. Let me show you guys what the PC version is capable of. And actually, I have to say there's a lot more that the PC version can do than the tablet version. Regardless of that, we still have the option to sync, because at the top here you can see that we have an option to log in. Now, without logging in, I want to show you again what's available to you for free. So it's a free download from Wondershare's website. I literally just downloaded it, so I've not really tried much on this either. Now, here you can see there's a few options that we've got. We can open files. Now, comparing PDFs, we can choose one file to another, and we can select files for that. We can actually combine PDFs together. We can also OCR PDFs. Now, OCR is basically optical character recognition, and we will go into that a little bit more. You can also convert something to a PDF. Now, this is something that you're going to have to buy a subscription for. So you can see here, you know, you will have a watermark on anything that you save if you're using trial version. So obviously, I would recommend that you buy so that you know, your work is original, right? There's also no limit for document conversion. You can perform OCR text recognition on different types of documents. There's no page limit for batch data extraction, and you know, there's like support filling for forms as well. So really, I do recommend that you go ahead and buy this app, because there's just a lot of potential there that you would not be using if you use the free version. I mean, saying that, there's a lot you can do with the free version as well, which is also brilliant. So you know, we can create PDFs, and we can also do batch PDF. And we're going to go through each one of these in turn so I can show you what you have. But before that, I'm going to sign in so that I can show you the full features. Alright, well, I am now logged in completely, and we have access to the full features, and I just want to show you guys what happens when we just open up a file. So here I'm going to open up actually some lecture slides that I had from medical school this week. So you can see here, this is physiology of growth hormone secretion. Alright, so here you can see we can just scroll down, and we can see the PDF absolutely fine, but you know, you can do that on most apps, and it kind of opens up. Now, at the top here, we have a few options, so we can actually add text. So if I want to add a little text box here, and I don't know, say something like important for exams. Something, okay, that's not how you spell exams. Brilliant. All right, exams. So over here you can see then I've added this bit of text, and then I can just move this text around. I can actually then change the color of this text, and I'll make it red, and I will make it just a little bit, I will make it a little bit bigger as well. That's just a little bit fiddly, but I think that's just me being a bit stupid. So there we go. It's very nice and big now. I don't think I'll miss that. So that's that. And then I can add images if I want to. I can also add links, like hyperlinks. Now there's also an option to add a watermark to the thing as well. So you can see here I can actually edit watermark. Now this is actually saying that there's no watermark on this document. And remember, if you're on the free version, Wondershare will put a little watermark in the top here, so beware of that. We can change the background, so we can edit the background. It's actually saying there's no background in this document as well. And you can add a header, a footer. There's loads of options. It's a bit like Microsoft Word, right? You have like all these different options that you can do. Now let's see, we've got a convert tool. So now if we want to save this as a Word document, as an Excel sheet, as a PowerPoint, as an image or whatever, we have loads of options there. In terms of other tools then, we have a crop tool. You can compress the PDF. We can actually OCR an area. Now, again, I'm going to go over OCR a little bit more later on, but essentially, if I want to be able to edit like this piece of text right here, which I can't do right now, if I actually want to OCR, then it will allow me to then be able to edit that text. So here you can see that it's gonna tell me which language I want to do this in, and I'm saying English is fine, and then I'm gonna select like this bit right here, and then I'll say kind of recognize, and then it's gonna do that, and now I can actually edit this piece right here, which is very handy and very easy to do as well. So I think it's an incredibly useful feature, and really brilliant for if you are editing PDFs. Now we also have a view option, so we have different types of views. You can zoom in and out, etc. And you've got loads of options there, so that's never an issue. So if I want to view 4 slides at one time, I can do that quite easily. Okay, so if I go back to the home page, then here, first of all, you can notice that the recent document that I had open is now available here for easy access. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is to compare PDF. Now, this is really for if you have, 2 of the same file, one that you have made changes to and you've edited. Now, I'm going to show you it with 2 completely different files just to prove a point. So we're going to do this file, and I'm going to do a completely different file, this one. And the reason I'm going to do that is because it will actually show us all the differences. So in red, it will show me all the deletions that I've made. In blue, it will show, or purple, it will show me the insertions that I've made, and green will show me modifications. Alright, the next thing is to compress a PDF. Now, really, I think we all know what compress is. It's just to make the file size smaller. It's nice that they've got that feature in there. Really, when we click it, it will ask me to choose my PDF document, and we can save it as a smaller compressed file. Now, I'm going to skip on to the OCR PDF feature, because I think this is really the cool thing about this application. So when I click OCR PDF, I'm just going to go with the PowerPoint slide that we were using before. It's going to ask me to scan to editable text, scan to searchable text, etc. A few settings there that we can choose from. And once I apply that, it will take a second just to process that, so that all of the text and pictures and everything is editable within the PDF slide, which is really hard to do on a Word document, for example, or when you just have a PDF open in Adobe Reader. So I think that this is really cool. Alright, so we are now here, and it has OCR'd our thing, and you can see here that that text that I added, by the way, is still there. But now everything I can move around. This is now my PDF document. I can do whatever I want with it. I can, go highlight this. I can get rid of all of this, or if I want, I can, make this bold and italic. So really, everything is now editable. Alright everyone, though, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed my review of Wondershare's PDFelement PDF Reader app, and I hope that this has persuaded you to go and try it out as well. They're a fantastic company and really professional. Like, I've used a lot of Wondershare products such as their editing softwares in the past, and I'm so glad that they've brought out this PDF Reader app as well. I think in this day and age with students and all kind of professionals, everything's going digital, so it's great that companies like Wondershare are releasing apps like PDFelement. So I hope you have enjoyed. I hope this was useful, and I will see you all in my next video. Do let me know down in the comments what you think of PDFelement, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.